So today we are going to learn grade 9 first lesson of geography, the Asian region. Under this unit we are going to learn about geographical location of Asia. The geographical location of Asia can be divided into two parts as relative location and absolute location. Do you know what's the meaning of relative location? I'll tell you a short definition for relative location. You can write it for exams even. The relative location is land-based, ocean-based location of the surrounding area. I'll repeat it again. You can take a piece of paper and write it down. The relative location is land-based, ocean-based location of the surrounding area. So what's meant by absolute location? Absolute location is the expression of longitudes and latitudes. Write it down. Absolute location is the expression for longitudes and latitudes. Please write it on a paper so you can write it for exams. Then let's talk about relative location. Now I told you earlier that the relative location is land-based, ocean-based location of the surrounding area, and the Asian continent is bounded by the Arctic Ocean on north and the Pacific Ocean on east, the Indian Ocean on south, and the continent of Europe on west. And Europe and Asia are called Eurasia. Why are they called as Eurasia? Because they are located on the same land mass. That's why they are called as Eurasia. Then the Asia is separated from Europe and Africa from the boundaries of Ural mountain range, River Ural, Caspian Sea, Caucasus Mountain, Black Sea, Mediterranean Sea, Suez Canal and Red Sea. Then there are some islands that belong to Asian region. I think you may have heard them earlier. We can group those islands into two parts as larger extent islands and smaller islands. In larger extent islands, for large extended islands, Japanese islands, Indonesian islands, Philippine island, Sri Lanka and Taiwan can be taken. And for smaller islands, we can take Andaman Islands, Nicobar Island and Maldives. Then absolute location. So I told you what is an absolute location. Absolute location is the expression of latitudes and longitudes. In textbook there is a long definition for you to study, so you can remember this. So then when we talk about the absolute location of the Asian continent, the Asian continent is located between 10 degrees latitude to south to 80 degrees latitude north and between 25 degrees and 180 degrees longitudes east. So then we are going to talk about the uniqueness of the Asian region. It means the special features of the Asian region. So these features in the textbook it wasn't categorized, but it is easy if we categorize into two parts, so it will remember easily. We can group the special features into two parts as physical features and human characteristics. Under physical features, we can talk about three features. They are the largest continent in the world, all types of climates can be seen, and location of the largest mountain range and the highest peak. Under human characteristic, we can also talk about three features. They are presence of human races, ethnic groups, languages, and cultural diversity. And also birthplace of many major regions, the most popular continent. So when we talk about the largest continent, it is a physical feature, the largest continent. It is about 44.6 million square kilometers, and the land is about 30% of the earth, and the Asia accounts for 8.7% of the world's land area. So next we can talk about all types of climates can be seen. It is also a physical feature. All types of climates can be climate in the world can be seen. Example: tropical, temperate, frigid. There are all kinds of forests in the world, such as coniferous forest, temperate, deciduous forest, tropical rainy forest, deserts, grasslands, thorny bushes. And also there is a high level of biodiversity in Asia. Biodiversity means animals and plants. And also Cherrapunji in the state of Meghalaya in India receives the highest rainfall. And the Gobi Desert, which is also located in Asia, receives the lowest rainfall. And we can talk about next the largest location of largest mountain ranges and highest peaks. So you know that the largest continent in the world, presence of all climatic types of the world, location of the largest mountain ranges and highest peaks are categorized under physical features. So this is also a physical feature. When we talk about this, the largest mountain range in the world was Himalaya. It is located in Asia. And the highest peak, Mount Everest, it is about 8,848. It is also located in Himalaya, in Himalayan mountain range. And the Dead Sea, which is below the sea level, is located in Asia. Now let's talk about human characteristics. We categorize human characteristics to three parts as birthplace of many major regions. You can see the most popular continent and presence of different human races and ethnic groups, languages and cultural diversity. Now we are going to talk about it. So when we talk about presence of human races, ethnic groups, languages and cultural diversity, there are different languages because different ethnic groups live there. For example, there are 297 languages used in China. And next the diversity and the next one is birthplace of many major regions. It also can be categorized under human characteristics. The world's oldest civilizations originated in Asia. Example: Mesopotamian civilization, Huanghe civilization, Indus civilizations, and the birthplace of many major regions. Example: Buddhism, Hinduism, Islam, Christianity. And in present, people of different religions lived in this region. Example: Buddhism, Hinduism, Islam, Christianity. Then the last feature under human characteristic is the most popular continent. The most popular continent. 60% of the world's population lived in this region. China and India are the world's most popular countries Out of 10 countries, 6 are located in Asia. They are China, India, Indonesia, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Japan. Like the average population density in Asia is 87 square kilometers. But there are also areas with a population density more than 3000 per square kilometer, and in the Asian region there are 54 states or independent countries. Now let's talk about the physical landscape in Asia. Physical landscape. So in this, the Asian landscape can be divided into two parts as physical landscape and human landscape. Under physical landscape, we are going to talk about relief, drainage, climate, natural vegetation and wildlife. Under human landscape, ancient human civilization, types of human races, population distribution, economic activities. Now we divided the Asian landscape into two parts as physical landscape and human landscape. Under physical landscape, we are going to talk about relief, drainage, climate, natural vegetation and wildlife. Under human landscape, we are going to talk about ancient human civilization, types of human races, population distribution, economic activities. So now let's talk about physical landscape in Asia. We are going to talk about relief. And in relief, there are three main topographic features. In relief, there are three main topographic features. They are mountain ranges, plateau, gaps. And the most specific topographic feature in the Asian region is the Himalayan mountain range. This mountain range spreads 2,500 kilometers and stretches in a land area of 6.12 thousand square kilometers. Due to this mountain range, India is seen to be separated from Asia. As a result, India is called a subcontinent. Due to this mountain range, India is seen to be separated from Asia. As a result, India is called as a subcontinent. A subcontinent. Now you know we can divide the relief features. There are three main topographic features. They are mountain ranges, plateaus, gaps. Now first let's talk about mountain ranges. Areas. What is a mountain range? What is a mountain range? Areas of high mountain ranges with several peaks. What is a mountain range? Now you know how to define a mountain range. Areas of high mountain range with several peaks. And the Himalayan mountain range is important. This mountain range spreads 2,500 km and stretches in a land area of 6.12 thousand square kilometers. The world's highest peak, Everest, located in here. Now let's talk about highest peaks in the Himalayan mountain range. Everest, 8,848. Kanchenjunga, 8,586. Makalu, 8,146. Dhaulagiri, 8,167. Manasalu, 8,156. And Nangli Parbat, 8,126. And Annapurna, 8,091. And Nanda Devi, 7,817. And there are some other large mountain ranges that can be seen. Some of them are Altai, Kunlun, Karakoram, Tangashan, Jayat, Zagros, Urals. Next, the Next, we are going to talk about plateau, the next topographic feature, plateau. So let's define what is a plateau. A plateau, an area of flat land at a high elevation, is called plateau. Now you know how to define plateau. Take a piece of paper and write the definitions what I say. What is a plateau? An area of flat land at a high elevation is called a plateau. The world's highest elevation plateau is Tibet Plateau. It is located in Asia. It is located at 5,000 meters of altitude above the sea level. And another name for Tibet Plateau is rooftop. So some other plateaus that located in Asia are Pamir Plateau, Tikkan Plateau, Central Siberian Plateau, Iran Plateau. Now let's talk about plains. Plains. When we talk about plains, what is a plain? A broad area of relatively flat land. What is a plain? A broad area of relatively flat land. The largest plain in Asia is Western Siberian Plain. Western Siberian Plain, and it is known as North Asian Plain. North Asia is a large plain, and it also known as a Western Siberian Plain, another name. And other plains located in Asia are Manchurian Plain, Great Chinese Plain. So what is a drainage? What is a drainage? So let's define drainage. A group of rivers spread across Asia. What is drainage? A group of rivers spread across Asia. A group of rivers spread across Asia. These rivers flows into various oceans and seas of the world. Example of Yangtze Lena to Arctic Ocean, Amur, Huanghe, Yangtze to Pacific Ocean, Ganges, Indus, Brahmaputra, Mekong, Irrawaddy and Salween into Indian Ocean. Euphrates and Tigris flows to Persian Bay, and there are several. The rivers flows to internal seas are Sildaria and Amadarya to Aral Sea, Ural flows to Caspian Sea. So the major rivers in Asia are Yangtze, Huanghe, Mekong, Lena, Yenisei, Ob, Indus, Brahmaputra, Ganges. In this map, you can see the Thar Desert and the Tibet Plateau and the Himalayan mountain range in here. The Himalayan mountain range in here, and Kunlun and Tangshan, Caspian Sea, and these are Euphrates and Tigris. These two rivers are Euphrates and Tigris. The Gulf, and I'll show you those places in another map. And when we talk about compare the length of rivers in Asia with the length and the width of Sri Lanka. The size of Sri Lanka. This is the size of Sri Lanka, and there are several lakes located in Asia. They are Baikal and Balkhsh. They are the major lakes. Lake Baikal is considered as the deepest lake with fresh water located in the world. And next we are going to talk about climate. There are three main climates. Tropical zone. We can tropical zone, temperate zone, and frigid zone. Tropical zone. So now let's define what is tropical zone. Tropical zone. From equator to the Tropic of Cancer, from equator to the Tropic of Capricorn, the path that is stretched belong to this zone. What I told? From equator to the Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Cancer, and from equator to the Tropic of Capricorn, on the part that is stretched belong to this zone. Very high temperature is prevailed throughout the whole year. The average temperature is more than 18 degrees of Celsius. So therefore there is a warm climate condition. Let's talk about temperate zone. Temperate zone means from Tropic of Cancer to Arctic Circle, and from Tropic of Capricorn to Antarctic, and the part that is stretched belong to this zone. What did I told? From Tropic of Cancer to Arctic Circle, and from Tropic of Capricorn to Antarctic Circle, and the part that is stretched belong to this zone. The temperature is lower than tropical zone, but the temperature increases and decreases throughout the whole year because of the seasonal variations. A clear, warm season and cold season is seen here. Now frigid zone. It means cold climate. The section from the Arctic Circle to the North Pole. The section from Arctic Circle to the North Pole. The section from Arctic Circle to the North Pole, and from Antarctic Circle to the South, and from Antarctic Circle to the South. The temperature is low. The falling of snow and land being covered with snow throughout the year. In the main climate zones, several subclimates can be seen. Now we are going to talk reasons for occurring subclimates. What are the reasons for occurring subclimate? You know that changes of rainfalls, influences of monsoon, influence of ocean, altitude, location of mountain ranges, location of continent. What are the reasons for occurring subclimates? There are 6 reasons. They are changes of rainfall, influence of monsoon, influence of ocean, altitude, location of mountain range, location of continents. And now we are going to talk about the types of climate that exist in the Asian continent. Climatic zone. Tropical climatic zone. Under climatic zone we can divide them, and we can divide tropical zone, temperate and frigid. And under climatic type, tropical zone can be divided into 4 parts as tropical rainy climate, tropical monsoon climate, tropical savanna climate, warm desert climate. Java, for tropical rainy climate, Java and Sumatra Islands. Tropical monsoon climates, India, Myanmar and Sri Lanka. Tropical savanna climate, North and Northeast India, Bangladesh. Then warm desert climate, India, Thar Desert, Middle East countries. Then temperate zone. It can be divided in 2 parts as warm temperate climate, wet temperate climate. Warm temperate climate, areas surrounding the Mediterranean Sea. Wet temperate climate, East China, Japanese islands. Frigid zone can be divided into 2 parts as polar and tundra climate and mountain climate. Polar and tundra climate, Siberian region and the northern parts of Asia. Mountain climate, regions surrounding the mountain range of Himalaya. And the Asian region is The Asian region is categorized by extremely climatic zones. The lowest temperature in Asia is in small town of Pegoyansk in Russia. There are also decreases up to uh, minus 50 degrees of Celsius is less. The highest temperature in Pakistan's city of Jacobad is 55 degrees of Celsius. And let's talk about natural vegetation and wildlife. Vegetation and organisms vary from region to region based on rainfall and temperature. Tropical zone, tropical rainforest, temperate zone, deciduous forest, frigid zone, coniferous forest. Tropical rainforest. A high temperature prevails in this zone. Tropical evergreen forests are found in areas that receive heavy rainfall throughout the year. Plants grown here include mahogany, ebony, rosewood, kaluvara, bamboo, sandalwood, acacia. The forest consists of different layers, creepers, moss, lichen, epiphytes. We also can see plants. The plants grows rapidly. The biodiversity is high. These forests are home to monkeys, reptiles, snakes, fish, and lizards. Four-limbed animals such as tigers, leopards, bears, pigs, foxes, deer can also be seen. Temperate zone, temperate deciduous forests. The deciduous forests are formed according to the hot summer and winter seasons of the year. Annual leaf shedding is a special feature of this forest. Plants such as oak, mulberry, chestnut, pine, Douglas fir, etc. are found here. Frigid zone. It means coniferous forest. This region has taiga and tundra climate with long winters. Coniferous forests are located in this region. These forests are designed to withstand frost. The plant is conical in shape and the leaves are in shape of needles. Example: pine, spruce, fir, oak and larch. Animals can be seen here are reindeer, polar bear, snow fox, snow dogs, saber and mink. So now let's see the pictures of these animals and plants, and also let's see that plateaus, plains and rivers from a world map. Those are Douglas fir. This is a Douglas fir. the shape of leaves. And in frigid zone we talk about these are pine, and those are spruce, and the only that. And this is a picture of reindeer. This is polar bear, sable, and at last mink. Now let's see the boundaries of Asian continent. So this is Ural mountain range. See the shape. This is here, and this is Caspian Sea. and from the Ural River starts from Caspian Sea. From here it's going from the boundary of Ural mountain range like this. From here it wasn't mentioned, I think. No, there is here River Ural. And then Black Sea. This is the Black Sea. And this is Mediterranean Sea. You can see Mediterranean Sea. And this is Red Sea. In here. Only that. And in here it wasn't mentioned the Suez Canal, but the Suez Canal starts from here. This red, this blue color line, it wasn't mentioned, but the river is there. It starts from here. And next, you can see the Thar Desert in here. And the Gobi Desert was in here. And this is Himalayan mountain range in here. And the Mount Everest, it is in Nepal. Sorry, it was in here. And the Tibet Plateau was in here. And we talk about the two major lakes. What are they? Lake Balkhash and Baikal. You can see the Lake Balkhash in here. And you know that Lake Balkhash is considered as the deepest lake with fresh water. And you can see Western Siberian Plain, and you can see Ob here. Starts from here and flows here. And the Yenisei starts from here like this. Sorry. Yep. No, that's not Yenisei. This is Yenisei. And Lake Balkash was here and Lake Baikal was in here. In here. And the Manchurian plain was in here. In here. Can you see the cursor? In here. And the Altai mountain was in here. And Irrawaddy, it was in here. Starts from here, Myanmar. What else? And one thing, the Indus, it starts from here. You can see my cursor here. You can see the word also here. Starts from here. And in this map, Tibet bloody was in here. Kunlushan was here. Then this map was clear. You can see Manchurian plain, Himalayan mountain range, Ten range and Altai, like that.
So I think you understood it clearly. So subscribe my channel and press the bell icon so you will receive all the notifications of my channel. So let's meet again for part 2. Until then, stay safe and bye.